in deep sleep, are you noticing the same images?
No,
Noticing all of this thought activity?
no,
Yeah. So what are you experiencing in deep sleep?
nothing.
Yeah. So it's the same experience as deep sleep, right? It's non-phenomenal, non-objective. You're not seeing any objects. There's no experience of mind body world in deep sleep, and there's nothing happening in deep sleep. Correct?
Yeah,
But what is it that knows that?
me, I suppose.
It is you, right? So you are in deep sleep. You are you are here in deep sleep. You remain. The mind came to an end, the world came to an end, the body came to an end. So there's no body, no mind, no world in deep sleep. But it's you that's confirming that there's no body, no mind, no world. Therefore, you can't be the body, mind, and world. So, so you, and there's no doubt about it, you exist in deep sleep, correct?
Hmm.
So no body, no mind, no world. Isn't that death?
Guess so.
Right? The end of the body, end of the mind, end of the world. Isn't that what we call death?
Hmm.
Yeah. And that's what you are experiencing every night. You just confirmed it. And what you're experiencing in deep sleep is actually yourself. That's what I said is what you actually are is non-objective and non-phenomenal. It's not an activity and there's no objects. But that which just confirmed that there's no body, no mind, no world in deep sleep, that which is confirming that there's no objects in deep sleep, that's the true subject. That's what you are. That's what can't die. That's what never started, never ends. You're seeing that everything else starts and ends except for you. The mind body world start up each morning and they come to an end each night. But what you essentially are is without beginning and without end. And this is your direct experience. You're not believing what I'm saying. You're checking your direct experience. How else would you be able to confirm that there's no body, mind, and world in deep sleep? Does it seem like a guess to you? Are you guessing? Did you read it in a
There's
book?
this there is this sort of like assumption
Mm-hmm.
sort of feeling or something to it where it's like I inferred that that's what's happening because now I'm here, you know? It's like
What's the inference?
the inference is that I am
Mm-hmm.
when I'm in deep sleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I infer it because I'm here now, right? You know what I mean?
Mm. But what would be able to confirm that there's no body, no mind, no world in deep sleep?
I guess it would have to be me.
Like how would you be able to confirm the absence of a mind body world?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't be able
Isn't for
to.
the fact that you are present.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right? If you're in your house and you've got three roommates and they're all gone tonight, well, those three roommates are absent, but you only know they're absent because it's you that's present.
Hmm. Right. Yeah.
Right? So,
I'm so used to the experience.
but don't you also experience the world start each morning?
Yeah.
So you do. So you have the experience of seeing the world start up each morning.
Hmm.
So you have the experience of the mind body world starting each morning, don't you?
Yeah.
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 So they can only start because they've come to an end,
Hmm.
right? So you're just seeing your true position on this.
Yeah.
It's you that's experiencing the starting of the mind body world. That you have a belief that that body started 25 years ago, but really it's always starting and stopping. It's an activity. We have a belief that this body was born, say 25, 35, 45 years ago, and it's going to die. But the reality is actually being born and dying essentially each moment. It's harder to see it each moment, but it's easier to see it if we just take the interval of a day. That each night, that body mind world comes to an end. And it's realizing that what you truly are doesn't come to an end. Now, have you ever experienced the mind body world without you?
No.
No. So the mind body world depends on you because you've never experienced the mind body world without yourself.
Hmm.
Yet you've experienced yourself without a mind body world, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now you're seeing that you don't depend on the mind body world, but the mind body world depend on you. That's what I mean by you are the source of the mind body world. Now, anything that starts and stops would be an activity, right?
Yeah.
Because you see the startup of the mind body world each morning. You're seeing the start of an activity. And you just said that in deep sleep, you're experiencing no activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an activity starts and stops, but what you are is not an activity. So what you are is not phenomenal. So you're seeing the phenomenal appearance of a mind body world start each morning. And it's the same phenomenal experience, the same phenomenal appearance that's right now. You could just check. There's a mind, there's a body, there's a world that's present right now. And these aren't like three separate things. It's actually just this one activity. Mind, body, world, that's an activity. And you are that which is not an activity, experiencing that activity. Right?
Yeah.
So you, the awareness, is inactive and it's experiencing the activity of mind, body, world.
Hmm.
So the same presence, the same awareness that's present in deep sleep is still present right here, right now. So it hasn't changed.
Hmm.
But what has changed is the mind body world. So this activity is ever changing, but what you are is never changing. So what you are is it's permanent, it's still, it's not moving, it's not coming and going. But this activity is coming and going, appearing and disappearing. It's changing. It's an appearance that's appearing and disappearing, very dreamlike, just like you said in that meditation. It felt very dreamlike. But now I want you to consider that this, what you call this waking state, is the same dreamlike stuff.
Yeah, it just makes a little bit more sense, is all.
That your dinner is gone. It appeared and disappeared. Your work, it appeared and disappeared. But it's not you, the body mind, that's registering this. It's you, the awareness, that's registering all the changing phenomena that's appearing. So now, based off of this, what's not clear? Where is there some doubts?
That's pretty damn clear. I feel like maybe the the mind doesn't want to believe it or something, but I can't come up with a real reason. I just
Yeah.
it doesn't have to have a reason for me to believe the mind,
Hmm.
but walking through it step by step,
Yeah.
there's nothing's coming up. No, there's no defense.
So that's good. That's good. Because you're not trying to understand it conceptually. That's why. If you're trying to understand it conceptually, then there's many questions that's going to come up. But it's because you're actually realizing it experientially. Right? The realization is an experiential. So to make it even more clear, is consider deep sleep is it's the end of the movie. There's no movie being played on the screen. It's just the screen. There's no activity that's appearing. The movie is an activity and it's an appearance. But deep sleep, it's just the screen. It's just you, the screen. It's still, it's at rest. There's no appearance being played. The waking state and the dream state is an activity that is appearing. The waking state starts up. That's like a TV show that's appearing. Then the waking state comes to an end, and now the dream state starts up. This is like a movie, a short movie. And that is also an activity that is appearing. Now, you, the screen that's in deep sleep, can you see how you are actually ever present? The same screen that's in deep sleep is actually the same screen that's here right now in this waking state. And it's going to be the same screen in the dream state that you just experienced a dream state in the meditation. And you'll experience a dream state at night when the body falls asleep. But what you are never sleeps. The body sleeps, the mind sleeps, the world sleeps, meaning it comes to an end. But you actually have never slept. You are actually always awake. To be awake is to be aware. You are always aware. You're aware during the waking state. You are aware during the dream state. You're aware in deep sleep. So that same presence that confirmed the absence of a body-mind world, that same presence is actually confirming that there's a body-mind world present right now. Isn't it? It's the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this presence you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you that's confirming the presence and absence of a mind body world. And you're realizing that you've never been absent. It's not possible. You're realizing that you've never started and stopped. You've never come to an end. You were realizing that the mind body world dies, but you cannot die. Is there any doubt on this topic of death coming to an end? Is there any doubt that maybe you have come to an end, or maybe you can? Maybe there's a slight possibility that you can come to an end.
Maybe, maybe. I mean, I don't feel uh I don't know. I mean, I haven't died, you know. Like
Like who? You?
yeah, like
Perhaps?
in like if some like in the sense that like people die and you never see them anymore,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I guess part of me is still like I haven't experienced that yet, so I can't say for sure.
Hmm.
But
But what that's not even what I'm saying though. What I'm saying is you're not the body mind world.
mhm, mhm.
That's not what you are.
Yeah,
So
right.
when you say people die, people you're referring to people as the body mind.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that's not what you are.
I
So
guess, yeah.
belief is that people die.
Yeah. I guess the thing is like what if when people die, the awareness is gone for them or something?
Okay, so this is good. So now you're saying that a person has awareness.
Yeah, I guess.
You're saying that Luke Mitchell has awareness.
Let's say the awareness is prior and the mind body person identity, Luke, the name
Yeah.
is comes with the awareness.
Hmm. Okay. This is good.
And let's say that when their mind body is destroyed,
Yeah.
the awareness comes to an end,
Hmm.
which is all just I'm just making this up.
It's good. It's
I don't
good.
know.
It's good. It's a good exploration for this. That that is assuming that there's actually a separate entity called a person or Luke Mitchell.
Hmm.
It's assuming a separate existence, that that body mind has a separate existence of its own. But there's no proof because you said that you've never experienced a mind body world without you, the awareness. You've said that the mind body world depend on you, the awareness. It's not the other way around. So your doubt is more so making the awareness dependent on the mind body when it's actually the other way around, that mind body depend on you, the awareness. Another way to say it, using the analogy, you're making it seem like just because the movie comes to an end, the screen is destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
the movie doesn't have a separate existence. The movie doesn't it doesn't exist as a standalone. Can the movie exist on its own apart from the screen? No. Right? The
Mm.
movie depends on the screen. It needs the screen to appear and be active. The movie is an apparent activity. Now, what is the movie made of when you're watching it? What's its reality? It's the screen.
Yeah.
You're not seeing separate mountains that have their own existence when you watch the movie, or a lake that has its own existence. No, all you're experiencing is actually the screen. So the reality of the movie actually is the screen. So what I'm saying is it's more profound than the questioning of, well, what if people die? That I'm saying that you are the reality of the mind body world. That all of the apparent people depend on you, the one reality. And that the people, the animals, the trees, the birds, the clouds, the sun, all of that doesn't have its own separate existence
I
apart from,
think, yeah, I think that's the core of where the doubt comes from. And I think that this has come up a lot, but it's the I follow along and I'm nodding, and I'm like, yep, yep, yep. But there's still, which I didn't even think of it until now when it naturally came up because it's so ingrained in my head that I'm thinking that every person has their awareness.
yeah,
I have mine, you have
because
yours.
you
That's
believe it to be
good.
true for you, because it's assuming the existence of a person.
It just seems so. There's me, here's me, there's you, there's Robbie. It's so clear cut,
Yeah.
it seems like. Like there's three movie theaters and there's three movies playing. And I'm only getting to experience my movie. I don't know about those other two
Yeah.
movies. So how can that be part of me when I'm experiencing this movie and I don't even know it's on the other screens?
Hmm. Yeah. What if there's infinite movies but just one screen?
Why can't I see them all?
What would that movie look like?
Chaos.
This will help. When you dream at night, are you experiencing the dream from every angle, from every perspective of all the people in the dream,
No,
from the beach to the clouds to the sun? Are you getting infinite perspectives?
no, it's
You
usually
just get one
similar to,
perspective,
yeah.
the main character perspective, yeah?
Mhm.
But then when you wake up, aren't all of those people in the dream and all the animals and the trees and the clouds and the sun, isn't that all just you? It's all
Hmm.
made of you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So to create that experience, you, the one reality, has to limit yourself to one point of view to then experience yourself objectively. You have to limit yourself to experience yourself in that limited experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
But really, what you are is infinite. You are the infinite reality that is then limiting yourself and experiencing yourself through the point of view of the character Luke Mitchell. So consider yourself the dreaming that is dreaming this experience right now and experiencing yourself as the dreaming from the perspective of Luke Mitchell. But Ravi and Mitch and anybody else in your house, your girlfriend, is actually you as well. Too far fetched?
The tough pill to swallow.
It's the truth is it's very disturbing, but it's liberating. Like I said, it's unimaginable. It's beyond your wildest dreams. You would have never thought of this. Because you hear the word like awakening a lot now, right? Not a lot. I'm saying like, since you're interested in this, awakening, enlightenment, people use it kind of interchangeably.
Yeah.
What would you be awakening from?
The dream.
Yeah.
Yes.
So then it implies, because that would be like it'd be like one of the first questions, awakening, like, oh, but what is awakening? Like, what's that all about? It's like, awakening from the dream. You're like, yeah, the dream. Wait, I'm dreaming? It's like, yeah.
Hmm.
But then when you hear that, you think, oh, I'm Luke Mitchell dreaming. And I'm saying, no, 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 you are the dreaming that's dreaming Luke Mitchell and everything else. But look at your direct experience in deep sleep. Are you Luke Mitchell?
No.
And you experience Luke Mitchell start each morning and come to an end each night. And it's not just that long interval of 24 hours. I'm saying right now, there's an awareness that's present, correct?
Yeah.
Now, just be aware of the awareness for now, right there. When you are aware of the awareness, you see how you're not referencing Luke Mitchell. So actually, that experience right there, Luke Mitchell came to an end. I'm showing you how it's so infrequent
Yeah.
that Luke Mitchell doesn't live for like this 24-hour duration. It's like I'm showing you, it's coming and going each moment like that. Like right now, just be aware of the awareness that's present again. Just notice the stillness that's present. Notice the silence that's present. And notice how that stillness and silence has no name, no gender, no nationality, no race, no ethnicity, no history, no story, no goals, no ambitions. that presence that is here now, that is aware of this conversation, that awareness is entirely impersonal. And the experience of deep sleep is, it's impersonal, is it not?
Mhm. Yeah.
So you are this impersonal presence that's experiencing yourself as a person. But your doubt was on the basis that I am a person that has presence. I am a person that has awareness. It's more the other way around. The awareness has Luke Mitchell. The presence has the person. The person depends on the presence. It's not the other way around. The presence doesn't depend on a person, because you just check this right now. That just check again. Is there the awareness that's present? It is.
Mhm.
Now, notice how you aren't referring to any sort of personal experience here. It's an impersonal experience. And this presence that is aware, it's aware of a person, right?
Yeah.
And the person you're calling Luke Mitchell. Now, just check this out. Are you, the awareness, aware of Luke Mitchell, or is Luke Mitchell aware of awareness? We'll make it a little easier here. Clarify it. Are you, awareness, aware of the body, or is the body aware of you? Awareness.
I'm aware of the body.
Yeah, you, awareness, are aware of the body. How about you, awareness? Are you aware of the mind, or is the mind aware of you? Think of a monkey. This thought of a monkey. Is the thought aware of you, the awareness, or is the awareness aware of the thought?
Awareness is aware of the thought.
Yeah. So isn't the mind thought activity? Isn't that what you call the mind?
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a look at something in your house there in the room, the wall or the couch, whatever you're looking at. Is that thing that you're looking at, is that aware of you, or are you aware of it?
I'm aware of it.
Yeah. So you are aware of the mind body world. The mind body
Yeah.
world is not aware of you.
Yeah.
So Luke Mitchell is really a thought. And you are aware of it. You are experiencing the Luke Mitchell thought.
Yeah.
But you usually refer to Luke Mitchell as I, this I thought.
Hmm.
When you say I, and you refer to yourself as me or I, this me thought, this I thought, this is what your life revolves around, is I, me and my life, me, my story, my friends. So this me thought, this I thought, that seems to be central, the center of attention. The attention is going towards this me thought. It's fixed on this me thought, fixed on this I thought. And this I thought is usually given the label Luke Mitchell, right? When you refer to yourself as Luke Mitchell, you usually refer to yourself as I. So now you're able to see that this Luke Mitchell is this I thought,
Yeah.
and you're able to see that I thought, this me thought. Right now, you're
Mhm.
able to see it,
Yeah.
and you see how Luke Mitchell is actually another thought pointing at this I thought.
Yeah.
Like Luke Mitchell is a thought, and that thought is pointing at another thought called I.
Hmm.
Yeah. So now you're watching this I thought right now.
Yes.
It's appearing to you.
Yeah.
It's objective. You can see it.
Hmm.
Just keep watching it. Just continue being aware of this I thought. What happened to it?
Kind of gone, kind of left.
Yeah. It's not here anymore, is it?
No, I didn't have any foothold.
No. It disappeared.
Yeah,
So who you think you are disappeared right in front of your eyes.
I guess so.
What you refer to yourself as disappeared right in front of your eyes. So how can you be that if it just vanished right in front of you? The Luke Mitchell thought just disappeared right in front of you, showing you that you can't be just this Luke Mitchell thought. You must be that which is experiencing that Luke Mitchell thought. You must be that which is aware of the Luke Mitchell thought. You must be that which is beyond the thought. I'm showing you that you're not that thought,
Yeah,
and you're seeing it experientially for yourself. You just saw it disappear. So how can you be that? You're seeing it's an activity. Like I
yeah,
said, it's an activity.
yeah,
And by just watching it, it just disappeared. That which is watching that I thought is the true I. That was just the false I that you were watching. That's why it disappears when the real I is watching it. You are the true self that's watching the false self. And when you watch that false self for just about 3 seconds, it disappears. Did you notice how quickly it ran away from you?
yeah. I almost didn't believe it.
Yeah. Is it a matter of belief? Do you need to believe something that you experienced for yourself?
No,
How can that really be you if it disappeared right in front of you? How can it really be you if you saw it run away from you?
can't be.
That's what's always trying to escape. That's what's hiding. That's what's avoiding you. That's what's distracting you. You see, if you look everywhere else, you will be distracted. That thought is the root of all suffering. Isn't it I, Luke Mitchell, that is anxious or worried or stressed or depressed or sad or angry or fearful or shameful?
Yeah,
And this Luke Mitchell just disappeared right in front of you. So are you really suffering? That which experienced the Luke Mitchell disappear, is it suffering? Does it have any problems?
No. All
No.
that shit belongs to the
Yeah.
character.
All that shit belongs to that I thought, that character. It belongs to who you think you are. That's all a story. That I thought is the center of the story. It's the main character in the story. The story is about the I thought. All thoughts then support that I thought in a story.
Mm-hmm.
But now you're seeing it doesn't even exist. It doesn't have a separate existence. It only appeared to exist. But when you really looked closely, like what you just did right now with me, you saw it vanish. And it doesn't just vanish for a second and then flash back. Did it reappear right now? No, it will. It can.
Oh, that motherfucker is coming back.
And you just watch it and it disappears. If you're not watching it, it reappears. When you're watching it, it doesn't show up.
Yeah, it feels like it's
Waiting for you to not pay attention or something.
yeah, like it feels far away or something. Like I'm thinking about it and I'm like, do I know that guy? But he's lurking in the shadows.
But isn't this just another thought?
Yeah.
Isn't it just being far away, just another thought, thinking that
Yeah,
it's
I'm
back?
I'm so quick to believe the thoughts.
Those are just other thoughts, right? And you are aware of those thoughts.
Hmm.
So did you see how it snuck back in by saying, I am just waiting for it to come back? It was already there. It already appeared. When you said, I am waiting for it to come back, I think it's lurking. That I that you're referring to as, that's it. But now, didn't you see it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is it still here? Are you watching it?
Mm, I'm a little confused now. It's just not as clear as it was when we first made that connection of the Luke Mitchell with the I thought and then looked at the I thought. Now things are a little hazy again.
Okay. Because there's like some chaos here.
Yeah.
Motion. So this is the distraction. Who's having this haziness? Who's having the confusion? Who is it?
The character is
Yep. But just
confused.
say it how it is. Who's
Luke, me.
okay? Look at this me thought. Keep watching it. Gone. That's how it's done. So right there, I just showed you So you keep, that's how all of your problems disappear, because all of the problems are linked to this I thought.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Confusion was a problem. Who's confused? Me. Now look at the me. Gone. I'm drawing the attention away from the distraction, which is, oh, I'm so confused and there's so much going on, and maybe now's not a good time, and maybe I should do this later. Thanks for this practice. Let's do this next week again, just like this, and we'll get back here. And I say, I'm not buying that. Who's confused? Go to the me. I'm confused. Okay, watch this I, watch this me. 1, 2, 3, gone.
Really makes it clear that the mind is trying to conceptualize it and just like solve it like
Mhm.
intellectually.
There's nothing to solve, right? There's nothing to solve. It implies that there's a problem. Now you're just seeing that there is no problem.
Mhm.
You say there's a problem. Is there a problem to solve? You say, yeah, there's a problem. Okay, well, who has the problem?
I do.
Okay, now just watch that eye. Problem gone. There's no problem. It disappeared. There never was a problem. There only appeared to be. There never was a Luke Mitchell. There only appeared to be a Luke Mitchell. It's an appearance. It's an activity that's appearing. You were never that. You've always been that which is experiencing it. Haven't you not?
Mhm.
It doesn't feel like you've become anything. You didn't just transform into something else. Haven't you always been? You're just seeing it very clearly. That which is experiencing this I thought disappear, isn't it you?
Yeah.
But now you're just seeing how it's actually very illusionary. It's like a mirage. The closer you get to it, it disappears. It's an appearance, it's an activity, it's an illusion like the mirage. When you get close to it like that and you're looking very closely, it's not there. So it's good news, because that means that you're not who you think you are. And who you think you are is the one that's suffering. Who you think you are is the one that's unhappy, that has a bunch of problems. Who you think you are is the one that's the limited one. Who you think you are is the one that's going to die. You just watched it die right there. Now you're seeing it's not you. And you're simultaneously seeing what you actually are. Is it clear what you are?
Mhm.
Is it clear what you're not?
Yeah.
Is there disbelief?
I can still feel this mind effort to understand it better, but I don't,
It can't.
it's like I don't, it's not, there's nothing more to understand.
Yeah, it can't
The
understand it.
wheel's still spinning.
Yeah, because it is the activity. Yeah, it's trying to try and understand it, but it can't. It's it's the activity. But you are that which is experiencing the activity, is it not?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it objectively.
You are understanding it because you are experiencing it. The understanding is experiential. It's not conceptual. The mind is
Mhm.
conceptual. It's you that's experiencing this conceptual activity, try and conceptually understand what the heck just happened. What's happening is every time you're looking at it, the activity ceases to be. The activity comes to a rest by you just simply being. So you are that which is being. And by just simply watching this activity, this doing, which is identification, which is an activity, this I thought, it's an identification activity. The Luke Mitchell thought, it's an identification activity, the activity of identification. You're seeing this, what you believe to be myself, you're seeing that it's actually an activity. We can call it selfing. You're seeing it selfing right in front of you. And you're seeing how it's flickering, how it's actually not solid. You thought there was a solidity to it. You thought that there's something permanent called Luke Mitchell, but now you're seeing that it's like a blinking light. It's flickering. And when you watch it, it disappears. And as long as you watch it, it's not coming, it's not coming back. So you've always had this belief that there's actually a center in me, the center that you call like myself. But now you're seeing that you actually don't have a center. You're seeing that, well, what I am is empty.
Yeah, yeah, it's weird. Yeah. My body feels like it's within me now.
Yeah. Yeah, within you. Yeah. That
That's weird.
that Luke Mitchell thought is within you. That body is within you. The world is within you. But we don't have to see this all right now, but it's just seeing this thought come and go, appear and disappear by seeing it vanish right in front of you. You're saying like for my entire life, it's like you're saying like I'm the hand, and thinking that you're the hand. And now I'm just saying, well, just watch the hand. How can you be the hand if you just watched it disappear? What does that say about what that which is watching? Isn't that you? But you see that you've always been what you are. You were just identified with something,
Mhm.
and you meant and by identifying with it, you made it to be the same as you. You're believing to be limited. Just this, just something. Now you've come to then realize that, well, that which is experiencing something is actually no thing. It's no thing experiencing the Luke Mitchell thought as something. That's why it's objective. It's an object. That I thought is an object. As I said, isn't it objective? Isn't it appearing to you as an object? So it's an object. So you, that which is no thing, is the true subject, which is experiencing this object. Your whole life, you thought that the Luke Mitchell was the subject. I'm showing you that's the false subject. That Luke Mitchell is just a thought, and a thought is just an object. And that just vanished in front of you. So you saw the object disappear. And what remained is the true subject. The subject that is formless, limitless, immortal, eternal. Is it more clear now?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.